Alright everyone, I'm here with Ben or Peanut Butter Jelly. He is our winner of the first One Piece Treasure Cup in the world here in Sydney, Australia, and we're going to go over his first place winning lore list. Take it away.
Okay, hey guys. So Law is a very versatile leader. You can either go long, go wide, or go short. And the only downside to this leader is that it's multicolored. It's for life. It's if you don't juggle your life taking, you might find yourself in deep shit. Okay, so standardized, standard law players. 4 Nami. This is for your Straw Hat crew, which is pretty much almost the whole deck. And 4 Chopper. It's pretty standard as well. And Otama is one of the best cards in the deck because it can bring 5k to 3k, which enables your Robin to kill it, or an 8 to 6 so that you can pistol it. And it's a 2k counter, and that's pretty standard as well. So 4 Bonnies because almost the whole deck is Supernovas. For you to search it as well, yeah. And 3 Beige is just for the 1 cost blocker. And you don't run 4 because it might take up too much of your slots to play other cards. And Radical Beam is one of the best cards. It's essentially a free 4k because you're always gonna be 2 or less life. Yeah, as a law. And 3 Neko. So 3 Neko, why do I run 3 Neko is because I was expecting to see a lot of like law mirrors, a lot of Luffy players playing the Robin down because I like to start second as a law. I can draw the extra card, and yeah, it makes me more availability to play other cards in just more situations for me to deal with. And imagine you start second and opponent has a Robin, you just drop these and rest the Robin and just drop like a Brook or something. You have 2 on the board and you have a 7k leader to swing the Robin. It's pretty good. And 3 Brooks. Yeah, like I said, it's a free 2 Dawn and 1 character slot, and it's a 3k, so it's pretty standard as well, and it's a 2k counter. And yeah, Robin, nothing much to say about it. It's a free removal with 1 Dawn. Yeah, especially if you play Otama. I wanted to play Gordon, but I didn't get the film deck, didn't manage to borrow it, so yeah. Gordon is a pretty good pick as well. And the killer. Alright, moving on, we have 3 Zos. It's a 2k counter, and again, I use this card because you're a law, you can just keep reusing this to play tempo, keep your board healthy while just destroying all your opponent's 4 cost or less. And another thing, you can use this against Robin as well, so that's one of the good things, and it's a 2k counter. And Killer. So usually nobody will expect the law player to play Killer, but some of them do. One thing, it's a trigger, and it kills a lot of things like Zoro, other 3 cost stuff. I can just rest, and I'm just gonna hit that rested unit. Maybe he will throw a guard. I'm like, okay, now I'll just drop this. And yeah, it's a free kill, and a free card. And 2 Zoros, I think 3 is too much. 2 is just nice, because it gives you the opportunity to play Rush, but honestly, Law doesn't need that, because you have an 8 kit, which I'll show later. And 3 Pistol. So this is a great removal. Usually if you play against purple, you just pistol their queen away, or maybe Otama pistol into their king. But you usually won't use it against the Kaido. Yeah, it's too big. And yeah, it's just generally good because it has a trigger as well. So yeah, that's pretty standard. And the MVP of the deck, Law. I think this goes without saying. You can just shambles into Law, then into shambles again. Makes you reuse your effects many times. So yeah. And 1 Luffy, because honestly it's situational as well. You don't really need too many Luffys, as yeah, it goes without saying. And 2 Kit. So the analogy behind the kit, because Law has a very low survivability, and sometimes if you eat too much damage, you might find yourself in a pickle. And dropping kit is good because it's AK, that's one thing, and usually you have all those mini blockers to kind of take the rep for you. Like if they charge like 5 Dawn, it's 10k to 8k. It's 3k guard, or you can just block. And that's pretty good. Opponent left 5 Dawn, and they pretty much can't do anything about it anymore. Yeah, so 2 Kit, that wraps it up, and yeah, depends on your matchup. If you are an experienced player, you know your matchups, like against Dofi, against Crocodile. Those are pretty much easier sailing compared to the others because they can't answer your 8 Kit. So usually I will try to mulligan until I get 8 Kit. Yeah, against Kaido, I hate that matchup because if he's lucky, he's just gonna win me. But you can still win because your Bonnie just keeps giving you free cards. You just keep recycling your Bonnie, and then your Law, you don't use it to block. You can just keep attacking, keep just pressuring him, maximum pressure, and you can roughly tell like what cards he have in his hand left. Like if he has no counters, you can just I'll just hit you with my Brook 5k, hit you with my Neko 5k. Yeah, that is it. And as for mirror matches, very standard. If you have Neko, if you have Izo, you have Killer, this tree, just teen your opponent board, and yeah, you're good to go. And for Red, if you're against Zoro, it's easier to play compared to Luffy. I think Luffy wins this deck quite hard if the Luffy knows how to play. But you can play around it as well. So snatch first and you're probably good. And that is all for my deck review. You can search Seafood King in Twitter. Yeah, they taught me how to use this deck, especially Alfred. He is my teacher. So shout out to them. And yeah, I think that's all. Thank you.
Great. Thanks very much for doing this. I hope you guys enjoyed, you've learnt. Is there anyone else you want to shout out to, or just Seafood King?
Shout out to everyone who borrowed me the components of the cards, or else I can't even play today. Yeah, I borrowed from like 3 people. Yeah, and shout out to them as well. They saved my ass, which means if I don't have this, I couldn't play, and I couldn't win. Yeah. So that's about it. Yeah, mostly to Seafood King, but to the people who lent me the cards.
Thank you very much. Congratulations once again for your win, and hopefully you'll get you back in Australia for the next event.
Maybe, man. Alright.